Stefano Albertini, and we are seated in the garden, in Sara's garden at Casa Italiana Zerilli Marimò of New York University. I was born and raised in Bozzolo in the northern Italian province of Mantua. I studied at the University of Parma, contemporary history, and then I moved to the US where I studied at the University of Virginia and Stanford University where I got my PhD, studying Machiavelli and writing about him. And then I finally arrived here at New York University to work first as a teacher in the Department of Italian Studies and then as director of Casa Italiana Zerilli Marimò. It's the job I've had for the past 18 years. It's a job I love that allows me to bring Italian culture to America in all its possible facets. I would say that the Italian authors that top the list of best known and most studied in the US is definitely Dante and Machiavelli. Everybody else come much after them, and I remember in the beautiful tapestry in the big library at Stanford University, it's a beautiful tapestry with it's a collage with all the names and the book covers of the great classics of world literature. At the very, very, very top there is Dante Alighieri, and I always thought that that had not been a random choice. He's right up there. And Dante is studied in all American universities. Even in the few ones where there are no departments of Italian, there is somebody teaching Dante. Could be in the philosophy department, in the English department. So his presence is very much alive, and the contribution of America to the field of Dante studies is incredible. And it was especially valuable at a time in which it seemed that in Italy only a Croatian reading of Dante could be possible. The Americans showed that there were many other ways of reading Dante. And for this we have to be very, very grateful to American Dante scholars. Of course, Machiavelli, who happens to be one of my passions, there is an endless interest. And anytime I teach my course on Machiavelli, the class is full. And the most interesting and rewarding experience is when I ask these young students, how come you are taking a class on Machiavelli? And the kind of answers I get are sometimes surprising and sometimes exhilarating and sometimes just funny. And in the past I've had answers like, of Tupac, the rap artist who died in prison and in prison came to know Machiavelli because he picked up the prints from the prison library. He changed his name to Machiavello and published a CD on it. And the latest incarnation of Machiavelli is, of course, in, I believe the name of the video game is called Assassin's Creed, where Machiavelli takes you by hand and leads you through Florence and Rome against your enemies. But all these incarnations of Machiavelli, as strange as they may be, contribute to create an interest for the figure. And then I think it's my job, and it's the job of my colleagues, to present a better, more accurate, and more complex vision of who this great thinker was. But I believe it's very, very interesting the role that still these characters play in American pop culture, not only in high culture. Casa Italiana is both home to the Department of Italian Studies at New York University, one of the largest and most respected departments of Italian studies in the US, and is also a center for the promotion of Italian culture. And more than promotion, we like to emphasize the fact that we are a place of dialogue, where we try to bring together Italian and American culture in all its different aspects. All our events are free and open to the public. We have a very solid base of followers on top of our students and faculty who come here to really cultivate their interest in a variety of different aspects of Italian culture. And aside from the most expected ones, like that you would imagine, like music, opera, visual arts, literature, there are lots of people also who come here for events that relate to history, to politics, to economy, and many other related aspects.